Good evening, YouTube. Full circle review back here again. This time I've got a review on Sun Chips 100% whole grain harvest cheddar. Now, I can't really tell from reading the packaging if these are actually baked by the sun. It says, at Sun Chips we believe being different is good. That's why we created tasty, one-of-a-kind chips that take snacking from ho-hum to oh yeah. Today we're still making waves with our wavy, unique shape and combination of whole grains and mouth-watering flavors. The flavor of real cheddar cheese is layered into our delicious whole grain chip to create this tasty combination. There are 7 servings in a container, 15 chips, 28 grams, 140 calories per serving, 2 grams of protein, 6 of that from fat. Get that where y'all might be able to see it. There you go. Open this bad boy up. They look, well, they look kind of like the one on the front, kind of like a Dorito. We'll try this out. Now remember, if you drop it on the floor, you got like a 0.02 millisecond rule or something like that. That guy, hey, Vsauce, Michael here, told me to do that, so. Okay. First off, this is just different. I mean this in a good way. Because I don't get the Frito flavor that you would expect from like a Dorito. This hits you as almost like whole grain bread hits you in comparison to white bread. And this is a good thing. So I'm looking at the ingredients and I see the first thing is whole corn, sunflower and or canola oil, they don't know, whole wheat, brown rice flour, and whole oat flour. I think it's the whole oat flour and whole wheat that I'm tasting. It could be the brown rice flour. I like it. It's kind of like a wheaty taste. And it separates itself from just typical potato chips. And I think that's good. Now, the flavor is very similar to that of the Dorito. Not quite as spicy, kind of a milder, but it's definitely a cheddar flavor. And that comes through. It's slightly sweet, which is really weird. And I wonder if it's a natural or unnatural sweetener. Let's see. Enzymes, buttermilk, yeast extracts, citric acid, extracts, lactic acid, Parmesan cheese, skim milk, salt, sugar and maltodextrin made from corn. So it has sugar and most likely corn syrup in here. So that's actually a fairly natural sweetener. It's not something like sucralose or I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this stevia, but it tastes natural. I like that. It's like a whole grain chip. I'm going to have to give this an 89 out of 100. I think it's a really good chip, but I feel like it could be better. They could make the cheddar more pronounced. This is like a milder cheddar. It's not that salty. You expect cheddar cheese to be very salty, kind of like a Dorito, and I feel like it could improve by doing that, but the actual chip itself is very crunchy, very crisp, great grain flavor. Really like that. Other thing. This Sun Chips made me think of the Olympics because supposedly the Olympic torch is lit by the sun. And I have tasted the Olympic fire, and it does not taste like these Sun Chips. So I don't actually think these are cooked by the sun. Sun fire tastes very different from whatever the fire this was cooked in. So that's another thing that I feel like they can improve on. Actually cook these with sun fire. I mean, it's not that far, you know, only like, I don't know, I actually don't know how far the sun is. Give me just a second. Let's see here. How far is the sun from me? I'll ask Google real quick. The sun is at average distance of about 93 million miles, 150 million kilometers away from Earth. That's not too bad. I mean, I get like 17 miles to the gallon in my car. I mean, that's more money than I'll ever make, but nonetheless, I feel like they can improve on that. Still, overall good product. I would actually get these over Doritos. I would get these over Goldfish. This is just a good chip. I don't think it's any better for you, because, you know, it's high in carbs. fact, I don't really see anything good in here. Nothing at all. In fact, why would you even promote something like this? Except they taste freaking delicious, and this is America. And the only thing that I have to properly gauge how happy I am is my waistline, you know. Still, I appreciate your time. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that button in the bottom left-hand corner. Subscribe to me. Help me out. Tell me what you want me to do. I'll do it for you. Y'all have a good night.